I think Joe Biden tied it all together tonight. He spoke from the heart, as he always does. He was authentic. He's honest. He told his life story. He's 65 years old. And what he did was he said to older voters, this fellow has the judgment to be commander-in-chief of the United States. And he also spoke about foreign policy. And I think that, and he spoke about pocketbook issues. So as the vice presidential nominee, I think he did everything he had to do. And as David was saying, the tableau, the word David used that was set out here, was a cross-generational tableau. I mean, Barack Obama can hold his own child in his arms, and Joe Biden was holding his grandchild in his arms.
Any network don't cover Ron Paul's gonna hear about it. Any reporter that's unfair to Ron Paul, gonna boycott him and his network and all his sponsors and make him a laughingstock. Nobody better tell lies. Better not misreport or otherwise rig no polls, or we'll come back and vote out every one of you neocons. Don't let the media select your next president. Don't let reporters and talking heads tell you what to think. Do some research and get the facts. Not some network's opinion of the facts, but the hard facts, the facts on the issues. You can do it. The information is out there, and you can find it. For more than 30 years, Ron Paul has stood firm and true to his convictions. He's never wavered. Ron Paul knows that the innate American virtues of self-reliance and entrepreneurship are the solutions to creating jobs for this country. Every other candidate wants to tell you how the government will fix the problems, but we know the government is the problem, and more government will mean more problems. Other candidates will dodge hard questions. They'll say one thing to one set of people and another thing to a different group. Ron Paul never dodges, and he never flip-flops. Agree or disagree, you can trust Ron Paul. I am Kevin DePriest, and I approve this message.
Then you should just get these bigger ones that I have here and just put them on their cars, stick them in their hat or their pants wallet.
we're doing a little canvassing, door-to-door, voter ID. We're going to go around and ask people if they'll vote in the Republican primary, who their first and their second choice for president might be, and what their top 2 issues are. And if Ron Paul is one of their first or second choice and they're willing to vote in the Republican primary, we may in fact go ahead and ask them if they're registered to vote, and if they're not, we've got forms to register them today so that they can vote in the Republican primary. We're going to a very heavily Democrat area where not many people may usually vote in a Republican primary.
So where did you get these forms, and did you make them, and where did you get these maps?
Well, the voter registration form was on the Indiana Secretary of State website, and I made this voter data form based on previous canvassing experience about what information we might want to collect as far as what the person's views are on the candidates and the issues, and whether or not they might be willing to host a yard sign or volunteer. And then I just went online and made a map of the area that we'll be going through, and hopefully we can cover a lot of ground and do some good voter ID.
I want to make sure everybody knows how much I appreciate all this hard work and how important this Phone from Home program is. In a way, it's one of our secret weapons. Most people recognize how important the internet is in both getting our message out and raising funds, but they don't know a whole lot about this phoning from home, and just literally thousands have signed up, and already well over 100,000 people have been contacted. So this is vital, and everybody who has participated already, they need to be deeply thanked and realize how important this is. And we're down to the wire for our first, major part of our campaign. Of course, January is a very, very important month to find out what's going to happen. But I think the other thing that I have emphasized, sometimes I'm talking to myself about this, but when we do things in campaign, because it is hard work, and I know this phone calling is hard work, but we need to have a little fun doing it, and just associating with other people that are doing this can be very exciting. I'll tell you what, when the real excitement comes is when we do very, very well on these early primaries.
From which you came, you will relate more to me.
Sometimes, every once in a while, you might notice we come up a little short on the mainstream media, the news. We don't quite get our fair share of time on the debates, but we can make up for it because we have the message, we have the enthusiasm, we have the volunteers, and there's been many who have signed up and they just quite haven't gotten involved in this yet. So we really need the help of everybody to get busy here in this last month. It will make a difference. Thank you very much for all the work you've done, and keep going, because January is an important month and we have already identified a lot of people. We need a lot more, though, to guarantee victory.